Leaguers. And unfortunately, I can't run through all the scores because we have got to go racing these guys. Drop the gate, and let's go have a word with our 250C class. Keep it on 2 wheels, boys. I don't think I've seen a start where they don't go off of the racetrack. Keep it on 2 wheels, though. That's always good to see. I'm not seeing anyone running and picking anyone up. Reese Hamalamalane is your whole shot award winner there. Rodney, say that name. Hamalainen?
Hamalainen. Hamalainen. That's
okay.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I'm making it way harder than it has to be.
Hamalainen.
That's what I said. Hamalainen. HAMALAINENNONOOENNINNOE soft J. The symbol for boron and the number 2.
What exactly is the symbol for boron?
Hamalainen. This is the 250C junior.
Oh,
got to be the age of 12, 17. He is down on the ground. That one rider is, that's a rough spot. Kind of blind coming over that turn. The C class, that was our first experience as a family here when we came back in 1993. My little brother raced that one. Clark Stiles was there. I believe Ryan Terlecki, who is here, he raced there as well in that C class. Humbling experience. Came in a 1993 Ford Ranger, had a 55-gallon drum of water, no easy up. I had just the amount of tools to change the filter. I had nothing, me and my little brother against the world.
Conquer it.
He got 5th one moto, man.
That's pretty good.
Look at that.
Wow.
That's about what his week looked like.
Now, Ryder Bell, man, I tell you,
Jeez.
he has gotten way out front there.
That rider is still face down in the sand, collecting his thoughts, thinking about that ride home with his dad. Oh, boy. He's going to be fun.
Ryder Bell out front.
Hey, Ryder Bell has been fantastic in the C class. He has had a great week. And I believe, 1-1-1. I would say that's a pretty good week. Ones across the board for RYDER, Ryder Bell.
And honestly, that's a rarity in the C class. I mean, we say that a lot of times, but honestly, it is. I mean, if you go back and look at the historical,
the annals of history.
I've seen riders win this that probably didn't even get a Moto medal before. I remember a few years.
A lot of that.
Yeah. So Jack Parkin behind Aruda in the number 2 and 3 spots there. Parker Dickinson in 4th. Carson Manquist.
Hey, Manquist was a kid that got hurt. I've been following them on Facebook, and I know he was injured severely, and then he just wanted to come back and race, and this has been a journey for him to get and finish out strong. So Carson Manquist, good for you, man.
Absolutely. Garrett Blankney back in the number 6 spot. Elijah Davis 7th. Vance Bruce is 8th. Austin Abernathy in 9th, and Brandon Sanchez rounds out your top 10.
Brandon Sanchez. I always think of Pedro and whatever that. Give it up for Brandon Sanchez.
Looking at Corey Altazan just outside the top 10. He went 6-3 coming in with a 3rd place finish in Moto number 2. He was back in the number 11 spot there. There's Axel Neff, another rider we saw some glimpses of.
Cool name.
Early rides out of. Now he has a 13th and 34th. I don't think it's reflective of maybe some of the riding he did down here, but it is reflective, obviously, of his finish.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we keep score.
That's exactly it.
So when these kids go back home, they are like a big fish in a little pond. So when they get out here, their buddies are like, man, you only got 14th. You kill it back home. Well, guess what? There are 41 of me there. There are 41 super talented kids. So all of you guys that even made it to Loretta Lynn's, and you can hang your hat on that.
Absolutely.
And tell your buddies, hey, how about you qualify next year?
Absolutely.
Now they know what they have to do, though. Just getting here in the C class, you know what you got to do next year to prepare yourself. And guess what? Since you made it in the C class, congratulations. You're going to the B class next year, my friend. So get ready for that. You better get in the work now.
Parker Dickinson trying to work on, trying to bridge the gap between he and second. I believe he and Jack Parkin been battling for that number 3 spot. Carson Manquist still back in the number 5 spot. Blackney still 6. Bruce Altazan, Elijah Davis, and Axel Neff now rounding out the top 10. So Corey Altazan up from 11th to an 8th place position. He's gained 3 spots.
Hey, it's official. I've seen the Shaw of Verb Moto, the chic Wes Williams.
Really?
His traditional calves, the big chic, whatever Wes Williams does. It's not Loretta Lynn's until you see John Gruey, Barry Karsten battle. They're going to do it. And then somewhere out there with those ginormous tan calves, the Sheik, the Shaw, Wes Williams with this crazy towel he wears under it. He looks like some desert sheep. He should be on a camel filming. Just give the man a camel and let him go around. Instead of a pit vehicle, let him ride around on a camel, and it would fit the bill for Wes Williams. Those guys have been banging out video highlights, clips, and selling some merch. Chase over there, dying in that sweltering heat, slinging out T-shirts. 2 for $50. They got a special over there at Moto.
And I tell you, Parker Dickinson really under some heat right now.
He is. 3-way battle there. Look out.
Yeah, you got Dickinson and Parkin and Manquist all battling for third.
And Jason Wygant really glad to have Rodney Tomlin back after his hysterectomy yesterday. Outpatient surgery. Doc Bodner flew in to do that. The world is spared. Baby Rodney was in here looking eye level with him. And the hysterectomy was successful. If anybody can bust through a hysterectomy, though, it could be Rodney Tomlin. He might power out another kid. Ryder Bell is powering through this one right now. 3 laps in, he is 6 seconds out front of Ashton Arruda. The 18 of Ashton Arruda is second. Parker Dickinson third. Jack Parkin fourth. Carson Manquist is fifth. He slips down a couple of spots. Manquist goes back to seventh.
Man, we've been watching Altison, Bruce, and Manquist now drops back to seventh.
Yes.
But Altison, man, I tell you, he is really on the move right now. Looking at his lap time of 2:06, that reels him within 3 seconds now of Jack Parkin. He's been battling to get to this point, so I'm really interested to see what happens here in the last half of the race. We're approaching the halfway point again. This is a 15-minute moto. We're only just now hitting the 7-minute mark.
Yeah, and these C riders, they don't normally get 20 minutes plus 2 back at the local track. It's 4 laps and beat it. Get out of here. We got the plus 25 guys coming up next. You know what I mean? That's normally the attitude we took with our C riders. Get them in, get them out. They typically can't go much. I'm just kidding about that. They can only go 4 or 5 laps. So
you treat them like quad riders, right?
Dude, no, I honestly, I tried to treat them as good as everybody else because I remember coming to the ranch and feeling like a second-rate citizen, but they did such a great job of treating us and giving us a fair, great racetrack to do it. So when I took that back home with us, I wanted to make sure nobody felt out of place being in the C class, man. We need the C riders. You got to be a C rider to be a B rider to be an A rider.
Somewhere.
Absolutely. And there is the 60 or 35 of, is that Parkin? Is that who we're watching?
I think it's the 65 of Altison we're keeping.
There's
the
you go.
35 of Parkin right there.
There's Parkin.
Now Parkin and Altison is the battle that's about to shape up right now as we seen a 2.8-second deficit between the two last time around.
It's
about
there.
a little over a second faster was Altison, and he has bridged that near 3 seconds.
He shot off the racetrack. Looks to his left. That was smart to make sure there was no one coming he was going to collide into.
Well, the announcer's curse. He had bridged that 3 seconds.
I know. You did it.
So there's Parkin's, Jack Parkin still solid in the
fourth.
Yeah, number
Some
4.
announcer bacon mid-moto, Rodney.
That's got my
I've already
attention.
got mine.
I'm only here for the bacon today, honestly.
Yes.
That's what got me out of that outpatient so quickly.
Yeah.
Tearing the rip off there, ripping the tear off, I should say. Heading down in front of the announcer's tower as he resets for another battle as he puts his head down charging as we head into the whole shot force now. Corey Altison and Jack Parkin about to wage war for that 4th place position. Now what will that mean for the overall? Not a whole lot, if anything, as Ryder Bell, who is, we haven't even talked about Bell. He is so far out.
1-1-1, perfect.
Yeah, and he's got a 10-second lead over Ashton Arruda. Now, something impressive here about Arruda, he went 7-5 and a very solid 2 right now, as he is now 10 seconds ahead of the battle for 3rd place. So things really working well for Ashton Arruda this 3rd and final moto, it looks as well.
Saw Ryder Bell out at Mammoth Mountain. He did some work out there in the C class as well. He's doing it again here at Loretta Lynn's. He does it at 8,000 feet and at 200 feet elevation. Doesn't matter. He can get it done. Well, we'll see if he can get it done now after he leaves the ranch, because he's going to the B class. Maybe we'll see him at the Mini O's. What is that? No. What is that?
What is that?
Was that in your food? No. I'm like, what? He stopped in my tracks like
right?
a bloody paper towel in his sausage biscuit. Sorry to bring you guys in on that. Jeez. That stopped me in my tracks.
All righty. Corey Alderson out front in the number 5, or in the number 5 spot, I should say. Bell out front. Aruda in second. Dickinson, Parkin, and Alderson. And the 2-lap board comes out on this one as we have hit the 10-minute mark now. Just under 5 minutes of racing left to go for your leaders as Bell checks in for the 5th lap complete. A solid and consistent 2:04. He's been running down as far as the 2:02.2 range a couple of laps ago, but settling in now here late in the race with near 14-second lead over Aruda, back in the number 2 spot, who has about 10 seconds now over Parker Dickinson. Dickinson has reeled back in that 2.6-second gap, and this is what we were looking at a couple of laps ago when the mistake was made. He dropped back a few seconds, and he's now right back in the same case scenario.
Let's go.
With 2 laps to go.
I mean, this is where you see the movement in the C-Class. Normally, their tongues are dragging. It's hard, like getting yourself ready for this kind of race. I know that was my experience with my little brother. Like they were beat. Those last 5 minutes on this racetrack are tough.
And you know, as much as speed, maybe that last 5 minutes being the strongest might be more important, as important as having the speed. Just good consistency, because just being able to finish strong is very important, and especially in these C classes, you know, consistency pays off. And Bell has you can't get better consistency than what Ryder Bell's looking at right now, as he's got a 1-1-1.
That's not going to work, though.
Ashton Aruda.
Number 3 doesn't work.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does now. He's got you set up. He fixed you up.
I fixed you.
Welcome back, Jason Wygant, to the booth.
Wow, Rodney, you are good for something.
I am.
On the very last day of the week, he fixes something on our microphones. We take it all back. You're an invaluable part of this group.
Well, you're lucky that I was here. Maybe you wouldn't even have microphones working.
We're lucky that he's here.
Wow.
I never had framed that up in my mind, but we were actually lucky that Rodney is here. All right, hey, Jackie Legs, come on over. We have an apprentice program, and we are going to have an official, speaking of on-track, we're going to have our own graduation. You worked every day. You worked our 50cc motos. You called them all. We're going to give you one of our Monster Energy swag backpacks. That's for you, buddy. You earned it, Jackie.
Jackie Legs, man.
Jackie Legs started out as an unknown apprentice on Monday calling 50cc practice. Stayed with us all the way here till Saturday afternoon. You've earned it. Oh, we're going to take a photo up here in the booth.
He's a great kid, man. Got a good attitude, super positive kid. Great hair.
Thanks. Yeah.
And great hair.
Thank you so much.
Accent.
Yeah.
And that accent, folks. All right.
All right, all right, all right.
That's exactly what we've been waiting for. All right, all right, all right. Jackie Legs, good kid, man. You earned that, my man.
I knew I'd heard that voice someplace before.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Dazed and confused. That's Jackie Legs here with us. Well, that's not his name. What is his name? Daniel?
Jackson Burrell.
Jackson Burrell.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but he got Jackie Legs out of the deal, and I love it.
Well, the number 40 of Ryder Bell riding his lap of history here at the Dude Ranch as he marks himself the king of the 250C Junior 12-17 Limited of this 41st annual running of the Monster Energy AMA Amateur National Motocross Championships, carving his lines through this race course, and his name's in the history book.
Yeah, that one's going to feel good. Ryder Bell can put his name alongside the greatest the sport has ever seen, literally, in American motocross since we started keeping score here. Ryder Bell goes right in there with Jeremy McGrath, Ryan Villapoto, Mike Brown, Ron Lachine, Ronnie Tishner.
And again, looking back and reflecting on that, McGrath only winning a C-Class title here. So if Ryder Bell never wins another, we may expect him to be the new king of Supercross someday.
No pressure, my man. Jeremy McGrath did it, so you better figure it out. There we go. We're having a great look at our leader one more time. A perfect sweep for the 1-1-1. The number 40 goes 1-1-1, and he will be your champ with one more to go as we continue to sing the accolades of Ryder Bell for another 2 minutes and 58 seconds.
I thought that the white flag was out on that one. I don't know where'd that come from?
Well, it came from the guy's hand who's holding it. He's out there waving it. But I know where you're going with that. I saw the same thing you were seeing. Jackie Legs has left the building, ladies and gentlemen. Got him hooked up with a monster swag bag there. They got him set up.
Well, you know what I think happened was, I think by estimations it would have been the 15-minute mark, but what happened was
he got in there a little early.
He got in there a little early, so Bell's actually was a little quicker than what I think was anticipated.
So they got another lap out of it.
So they got another lap out of it.
Yes, they got another lap out of it.
Because we are just now hitting the 15-minute mark, and he is now at the halfway point of this last lap.
Yeah, he's looking over his shoulder, making sure there's no one coming in for a sneak attack 20 seconds out front. I'm sure the pit board says, bro, you got this. 20 seconds. Congratulations, champ. Well done, Ryder Bell from Hawaii. Now that's a trick there to get yourself from Hawaii to here. What number is he? The number 40. Well, I got a different one here.
Yeah.
But he's from Hawaii, I'm quite sure.
Yeah.
He talks about riding over there every time he's on the podium. Ryder Bell out of Haiku, Hawaii.
Yeah. You know, and Thor Powell, another young man out of Hawaii as well.
So the Hawaiian motocross scene. There is a track over there.
There is.
I believe they have to come and fly all their stuff over to California to get to an area and a regional. So the commitment to get to this.
I'll tell you how committed Thor is to it. And just real quickly, though, I mean, he's moved basically mainland. He's been racing a lot of GNCC and living at one of the training facilities. But
that's a long way from Hawaii.
He is
the
a long
woods of South Carolina. Woo.
Yeah. So here we go. Final turns this time around.
Yeah, we're sure about that this go around.
Ryder Bell into the home stretch and looking for the checker flag as he captures the 250C Junior 12 to 17 Limited AMA Amateur National Motocross Championship.
Dude, his gear is absolutely spotless. The bike's perfect.
Probably didn't even break a sweat.
Probably did break a sweat.
Okay, maybe I'm giving a little more credit.
He did great. Ryder Bell out of Hawaii will take that win. Aruda out of Massachusetts will finish second. Dickinson third out of Washington. Louisiana brings you Altazin, who finishes fourth. Texas rider Jack Parkin will finish up fifth.
Oh no, Altazin gets the silver.
He jumps
or
up
the
there.
Bronze, yeah,
there you go. Let's look at our championship though. With 111 scores, it's going to be Bell. Altazin with 633 scores in that last lap pass. He will finish up second. That's good enough for second place overall. And Deegan Gale with 426 scores will finish up third. So Gale probably doesn't even know. He thinks he's out of it. Well, guess what? You're not. You got third place overall, Deegan Gale. Great work out there. There's Ricky Rickards from Fly Racing finally making himself seen. Having a bro moment with Mike Pelletier from the AMA. Great sunglasses there. The sunglass battle out of these two guys. And that'll do it here from the tower as we will toss it down to Jason Wygant and the gang. On the podium, the number 40 is your national champion. Congratulations, Ryder Bell.
These kids are digging deep. Now, Ryder Bell had this one pretty much in control the whole way, but a big shout out to that battle for third. Last lap making moves to take third in the Moto. I think third overall also. Going for third place, and then we'll go 3, 2, 1. Bell is ready. There it is. He's tired. He worked to the last lap to get this one. Let's hear it for Corey Altazin. Last lap, I think, for that move.
Yeah, last corner.
Did you have an opening, or you just send it?
I just knew I had to go on the outside because he was going on the inside. And when I saw him hit the braking bump, it just messed up the road. I just knew I had to lay into it. That's exactly what I did and got around him.
Awesome, man. Who do you want to thank?
Everyone who's behind me, mom, dad, grandparents, Rob, everyone who helped me feed, everyone who got my bike ready, Fly for the new gear, Husqvarna for getting my bike ready yesterday when it was messed up, and everyone who helped me.
There it is. Let's hear it for Corey Altazin, third place. I'm looking for our runner-up, Ashton. Silver medal for the number 18 Yamaha rider. Oh, yeah. Let's hear it for Ashton Aruda. How was that moto, bud?
It was good. Came off with a good start and just put in some heaters.
All right. Tired at the end, or is it actually not too bad right now?
It wasn't too bad. Not like yesterday or Wednesday.
Yeah, we've seen the track a little smoother today. Who do you want to thank?
I like to thank Tech Service, DC3 suspension, FXR gear, EKS goggles, 60 helmets, Ava POP Fun, Brock from CEP Fitness, AP Construction, and Distinctive Auto Body. Everybody else, thank you.
Let's hear it for Ashton Aruda, your runner-up. I want to get a whole shot award to Reese. There it is. Now we got it. It's Reese Hamalainen taking our Stasic whole shot award. How'd you pull that one, Reese?
I just got a good jump and just held it wide open and tried not to let off and just went for it.
Pays off. Hey, who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Bobby Torres for getting me out here, Dirt and Construction, Gilroy Motorcycle Center, Fly Racing, Scott Goggles, Mika Metals, Metal Brand Designs, and Delta Glass.
All right, there it is. Let's hear it for our whole shot award winner, Reese. And now we'll bring Mr. Bell up to the podium. He sweeps it. 1-1-1 scores on the Honda. So I'll give him the gold, and that makes him the champion, Ryder Bell. Dude, 1-1-1. What was going on with you this week?
I don't know. I just did my best and just rode like how I knew how to do. And it worked out.
And where do you normally do your riding and training?
Well, I lived in Hawaii till I still live in Hawaii, but 6 months ago I came up to Southern California and I've been living with Brian Medeiros, and I've been going home a little bit back and forth, but most of the time out in Southern California just training and just pushing for this event. It's my first time here, first time racing in the mainland, and we made it here and we're a champion. So
out of Hawaii, that is awesome. What about this moto? Did you feel any pressure or was it under control most of the way?
I got the start and I sprinted the first 3 laps and I seen I had a pretty good gap, and I was like, okay, I'll just go ride it in for here and save my energy for the later on moto and try to get that championship too.
Okay, he's aiming for 2. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, my whole family, everybody from Hawaii that supported me to get over here. I can't thank you guys enough. Brian Medeiros, Ikolu Suspension, Steel Core, Bill, King's Excavation, Polaris Cam-Man, Honda World, Aloha Cycles, Maui Built, ODI, FXR, and everybody else that sees this. Thank you.
All right, let me bring Tab from the AMA on up to the stage and hand over the #1 plate. He's got 1 title with a 1-1-1 score. Let's hear it for Ryder Bell. Quite a story there, coming over from Hawaii to get this done.